Distinguished viewers, I welcome you from A.Q.Chingari channel. Dear viewers, today's science has confirmed the existence of the creator of this universe. Like Albert Einstein used to believe in God, prophethood and revelation, which he had clearly mentioned in his book Out of My Later Years. But the global satanic media is being dominated by atheists and satanic liars, traitors and scoundrels. These evil military, political, and religious leaders and rulers have been doing this not just today but for centuries by dressing up lies as truth and hiding the real truth and the real reality, so that the majority of people remain fools and their hands cannot join together to reach out the necks of these tyrannical rulers. The Quran, the book of Allah that Muslims have, which has been preserved for 14 centuries, also contains this verse which addresses the same false leadership that presents truth as falsehood and falsehood as truth. وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Do not mix truth with falsehood or hide the truth knowingly. This verse of the Quran also proves that even during the time of Muhammad, peace be upon him, there was a process of presenting lies as truth and truth as lies, which has accelerated thousands of times today after the advent of the global satanic media and the internet. Darwin's theory has been exaggerated by National Geographic Channel, while the Big Bang and countless other clear evidences that seal the existence of the creator of the universe are being continuously hidden behind veils of lies. Like Muslims, Jews, and especially Christians not only believe in the creator of the universe, revelation, prophethood, and the life hereafter, but they also continue to preach these truths. In this video, we are presenting a video made by Christians showing how they are convincing educated atheists and God deniers of the creator of the universe by bringing to light the reality of DNA. We present to you a video of Christians in which Christians are first making highly intelligent and educated atheists admit that they are atheists who deny God, right? Then they ask why you are atheist. Almost everyone says with minor differences that there is no clear evidence for the existence of God. These atheists are then asked, if given proof, would you believe in the existence of God? The atheists say, why not? After this, the Christian host hands him a colorful book and asks, what if someone tells you that this book was created by chance or accident, or that this book created itself? Black ink dropped from the sky and words began to form, then colored ink dropped and these pictures of animal etc. began to form. So would you believe that yes, it could happen and this book really did come about on its own? All the atheists say that this is not possible. An old atheist would say that it was just like an explosion that spontaneously transformed into a Boeing 747. This is not possible. The book is certainly created. Then the Christian host comes to DNA and asks them if they know what DNA is. They were educated atheists anyway. They tell us that every living thing, whether it's a tree, an insect, an animal, or human, has all the instructions and information of its body recorded in DNA. It is as if DNA is the book of life. Everything you are or will become is written in a little book which is present in every cell. Whenever your body wants to make something, it can make it from the instructions in this book. This book has 46 sections, one for each chromosome. Each section of this book contains 4.8 to 250 million letters. This makes 3.2 billion letters. This is the specific language of DNA. This is the book of our life, the book of life. Yes, the book of life. Absolutely, our DNA is made up of genes, and genes give our cells instructions on how to build our bodies. Did you know that if DNA were unrolled in one line, it would be many times longer than the distance from the earth to the sun? This book of life contains a vast amount of information. DNA contains information recorded in genes that is present in all living things, and it gives instructions to cells on how to function and how to grow. Our genes decide whether our complexion will be black or white, eyes brown, blue, red, green or yellow, hair will be red, black or yellow, tall or short. Then the host asks them if this book of life can be created automatically. The atheists scratch their heads in astonishment and confusion. But with great intelligence and cunning, the Christian host continue to amaze them by proving every hollow objection they make right there and then. When asked by a stubborn atheist, do you think DNA was created by itself? So he says, I think yes, it was created by itself. The host would like to explain how a program was automatically created that instructs that the human eye, the eyes of a giraffe, the eyes of an elephant, the eyes of a cat, the eyes of a dog, its babies, flowers, birds, plants, everything has DNA, which is so complex that it boggles the mind. There must be some infinite intelligence beyond human reason who has put all this together, and to say that it was all an accident is even more absurd than saying that book created itself. I am talking to you logically, not arguing in vain. I just want to explain to you with common sense, and this atheist also had no other option but to become amazing. Dear viewers, now see the video.
David, are you an atheist?
Yes.
When did you become an atheist?
Around age 12.
Believing in God makes no sense. To me, it's the dumbest thing. It's for people that can't accept the fact that they're going to die and rot in the ground like I'm going to do, and it gives them some relief from that thought, because it's not the nicest thought in the world.
Are you an atheist?
Yes.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you an atheist?
I am. Yeah, I'm an atheist.
Yes, I am.
Alex, do you believe in God's existence?
No, I do not.
How long have you been an atheist?
I would say probably since I was about 15 years old.
So you don't believe in the existence of God?
No, not really.
What happened when you were 15?
I started questioning things, and I really just started to think about the logic behind everything.
For the most part, we are not shown the evidence for there being a higher power. If we were, I almost guarantee that almost every atheist would immediately agree to there being a higher power.
Are you atheists?
Yes.
Why?
Well, I just haven't seen enough evidence, I suppose. I grew up in a Christian family, and just over the few years during high school and as I grew up, I just realized that there wasn't a lot of evidence to support that belief system.
Are you open to evidence?
I think I am open to evidence. It just would have to be extraordinarily compelling, like out of this world compelling.
If you could be given evidence, reasonable evidence, would you listen to it?
Yeah, I would.
You're someone who has no faith or no belief in a higher power or a creator, but if you were shown evidence, you would change your mind because you're open.
Absolutely.
Flick through the pages of the book I just put on your lap, look at the color pictures, and I'll ask you a question. Do you believe that book could happen by accident, that nothing produced the color pictures in the book, that red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet ink fell from the sky and formed itself into those beautiful pictures, and then black ink fell from the sky, or from nowhere, and formed itself into coherent words and sentences, capitals and periods and commas, making sense, page numbers fell from the sky, all in order, and then it bound itself and formed itself into a cover with artwork, and there we have a book. Obviously, intelligent design designed the book. Wouldn't that be correct?
Yeah.
Can you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Tell me, what is DNA?
What is it? Deoxyribonucleic acid. And it's what makes up our bodies and our cells and everything that makes us who we are.
DNA is like our biological code, kind of like binary zeros and ones. Information about us, who we are, what makes us, parts of us, how we look, how we're built, everything like that.
Your genes instructed your cells how to make your eyes and what color your eyes should be, and your hair, and your height, and your personality. Scientists call it the instruction book for life.
Basically.
Everything that you are or ever will be made of starts as a tiny book of instructions found in each and every cell. Every time your body wants to make something, it goes back to the instruction book, looks it up, and puts it together. The book of you would have 46 chapters, one for each chromosome. Each of our book's 46 chapters is between 48 and 250 million letters long. That's 3.2 billion letters total.
This is the secret language of DNA. This is the book of life.
Instruction book for life.
Yes.
Instruction book for life.
Yes.
DNA is made up of genes, and genes give instructions to the cells as to how your body should grow. Did you know that those instructions, the instruction book of your DNA, just your DNA, was laid out end for end, would go to the sun and back a number of times? That book of instructions is so comprehensive. DNA is the genetic information encoded in the cell of every living thing that instructs our cells how to grow and how to function. It's our genes that determine whether our skin will be dark or light, have brown or blue eyes, or red or green or yellow, have red hair, be brunette or blonde, be tall or not so tall, or the color of our feathers if we're a bird. Whether we're humans, fish, animals, insects, or plant life, the way our bodies look and operate has all been pre-written in the amazing book of our DNA. What do you think the mentality of someone who believes a book fell together without a bookmaker?
Well, it would be crazy.
Do you think a book could make itself?
No, I don't.
Of course not.
No.
Utterly impossible.
Yes.
If anything could happen by accident.
I mean, from nothing. Couldn't happen, could it?
I don't think so.
It'd be impossible.
It would be like saying an explosion caused everything that makes a 747 airplane to all just come together by accident without some intelligent thought behind it.
That's a good point. Do you believe DNA happened by accident?
No, I think that it developed over the course of many, many millennia of evolution and development.
DNA exists in every living thing. Its origins don't matter. The fact that there is intelligent information tells us there must be an intelligent designer. Is this making you think?
It is, and I do think about it from time to time. It's just, yeah, it's complicated, definitely.
Well, DNA's complicated, but the point I'm trying to make is very simple. Book designer, bookmaker, DNA, intelligent designer. God. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You're an atheist?
I am.
What would you think of the mentality of someone who thought a physical book could make itself?
I think they'd be silly. Of course it can't make itself.
What would you think of the mentality of someone who believed the instruction book for life, DNA, made itself?
I think it'd be silly as well. It would need investigation.
That's atheism.
Absolutely.
And what would you think of the intelligence of someone who believed the instruction book for life made itself?
Low intelligence level.
DNA happened by accident?
Probably not too smart.
DNA couldn't make itself. It's impossible. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is this making you think?
Yes.
And what would you think of the person who believed that DNA, the instruction book for life, happened by accident? We're not just talking about human beings, we're talking about every form of life. Fleas, cats, dogs, elephants, cows, horses, trees, plants, everything has DNA, the instruction book for life. Which makes the book in your hand just seem feeble compared to the infinite intelligence that must have put the instruction book for life together. Can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you believe DNA happened by accident?
I believe it could.
Explain it to me, how a program could make itself out of nothing on how to make a human eye, giraffe size, elephant size, cats, dogs, puppies, flowers, birds, trees. Every living thing has DNA that's so complex, it's mind-boggling, and must have been a genius beyond any human reasoning that put it together. And to say it happened by chance is infinitely sillier than saying a physical book happened by chance. All I'm doing is reasoning with you. I'm not arguing. I don't want to win an argument. I'm just saying I want you to concede something that's absolute common sense.
Dear viewers, if you also have common sense, if you also want to present a rational argument against the atheists who deny God, then you can clearly understand the importance of this video of ours. May God support us fully in reaching our reasoned voice to the educated class. If even one person finds the real truth through your efforts, it can be the cause of your salvation. On our A.Q.Chingari channel, You will find many more such videos prepared in the light of the theories of modern science and renowned scientists like Einstein and Newton and the scientific facts they have explained. For example, in a video presented in English by our A.Q.Chingari channel, human remains of 70 foot tall of Odd Nation were discovered from the ground in 1990s, which takes Darwin's theory and throws it in the trash. Because if Darwin's theory were true, then even humans would have reached the height of 70 feet only by gradually going through a stage of evolution which would have required thousands, even millions of years. In that case, out of the millions of human remains that is to 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet, 35 feet, 40 feet, 45 feet, 50 feet, 55 feet, 60 feet, 65 feet above the ground, at least one should have been found somewhere, right? We only find any mention of these 70 foot tall men of the people of Earth that is 100% consistent with their fossils found in the earth is in Quran, the Muslim book, which tells us that these powerful beings were subjected to a continuous rain of sand and stones for 8 days and 7 nights, leaving them buried under rubble. We only ask that even today the National Geographic Channel is showing that apes that spread across the earth from Africa gradually became human. Why doesn't the same National Geographic Channel openly show the structures of the nation of Earth? Why doesn't it show the place on earth where the stairs built by nation of Earth are located? Why? By showing the discovered staircases and the structures of 70 foot humans from every angle, he does not discuss and ponder the possibilities of making this earthly reality the subject. If these were first humans, why is there not a single fossil of their descendants among the millions of fossils that gradually became less than 70 feet in length? Or are these humans who gradually reach a length of 6 to 70 feet through evolutionary processes? So why is there not a single fossil of their father and grandfathers who reached a length of 6 to 70 feet among the millions of fossils? If all the fossils had been burnt to ashes by a fire, then the fossils of all other creatures would not have been discovered in almost every region of the earth. It was a very cunning kind of fire that, in accordance with the wishes of the atheists, only burned and consumed the millions of humans' remains that were either the ancestors or the descendants of the people of Ad. This is what the Quran is saying. وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Do not throw dust in people's eyes by knowingly dressing up the truth as falsehood, while you know the real truth. Similarly, another video presented in English by A.Q.Chingari channel proves that the Big Bang is now a scientific fact, not like a Darwin's theory. And the Big Bang proves that the universe is not the name of matter that has been moving around forever, but rather the universe was created by a great creator with complete intelligence and according to a predetermined plan, and there is no other possibility. If you want whatever is true and right to spread in the world, and lies and hypocrisy to be exposed, then subscribe to our A.Q.Chingari channel. Please support us in spreading the videos of this channel as much as possible. There are dozens of possible types of ignorant people, but the worst ignorant people in our opinion are the atheists, because most of them are highly educated. These degree holders are ignorant who proudly boast that they have studied in such a high educational institution and have modern scientific knowledge, while the real truth is that they are neither aware of the Big Bang, nor are they familiar with the origins of Darwin's theory of evolution, nor with the structures discovered by the people of Earth, nor with intelligent design. Their eyes have become so dazzled by the material progress of America, Britain, etc. that they blindly accept everything available on the internet as true and everything they are told as truth by Western institutions. The ignorance and hypocrisy of so-called religious scholars, Maulvis, etc. also plays a big role in turning them into atheists. But ignorance of the real ground reality and the real ground event and then denying it, it is the real ignorance. We have talked about the 70-foot tall human structures emerging from the ground, which is an event, a ground reality, which not only throws Darwin's theory into the trash but also exposes the hypocrisy of the global satanic and antichrist media channels such as the National Geographic channels, etc. The same is true of the Big Bang, intelligent design, and the statistical fact of the Quran, which all prove that the same Allah who created this universe and the people of Earth revealed the Quran to Muhammad, peace be upon him. Dear viewers, thank you very much for staying with our A.Q.Chingari channel. We hope you will consider our irrefutable arguments with a cool heart.